¿Cómo se llama?
Llamo Lino.
¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se llama?
Llamo Lino.
¿Lino qué? ¿Cedillo?
Back off or you'll be arrested.
Show your mask.
You can bang
Take off your mask. Take off your mask. Take off your mask. ¡La amiga! ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se llama? Rodolfo Estrella. Gracias. Hey. I'm walking this way. Why are you dropping him down like that?
Guys, this is Tina and you're welcome back to the channel. So Black Americans rounded up in Chicago. ICE agents sweeping through neighborhood in the dead of the night, vans pulling up, doors kicked down, and the people hauled away. They claimed it was about gangs, about violence, about crime, but here is the truth. The community leaders are saying many of those detained had no charges, no criminal history, not at all, just black faces in the wrong place. Imagine being home with your children and suddenly you are treated like a foreigner in your own country. Chicago is in shock and the rest of America should be paying attention because this is not just about Chicago. It's about the dangerous power of ICE and the fear they are spreading across black communities.
I spoke to one woman who actually lives in this building and she says she was detained by ICE agents overnight and she says they took everyone and then asked questions later.
They just treated us like we were nothing.
Patricia Fisher says she came out to the hallway of her apartment complex on the corner of 75th and South Shore Drive in her nightgown around 10 Monday night, only to find ICE agents yelling police.
It was scary because I've never had a gun put in my face. They asked my name and my date of birth and asked me did I have any warrants, and I told them no, I didn't.
She says she was then handcuffed and released around 3 a.m. Fisher says she was told if anyone had any kind of warrant out for them, even if it was unrelated to immigration, they would not be released. Citizenat video shows the chaotic scene overnight. Neighbors tell us there were dozens of ICE agents. Neighbors like Ebony Watson says they ducked for cover as they heard several flashbangs go off.
They was terrified. The kids was crying, people was screaming. They looked very distraught. I was out there crying when I seen the little girl come around the corner because they was bringing the kids out too. Had them zip tied to each other. That's all I kept asking. Where's the morality? Where's the human? One of them literally laughed. He was standing right here. He said, them kids.
Watson says budget trucks and military-style vans were used to separate parents from their children. Other neighbors say they saw agents destroying property to get in the building.
And they had a big 15-inch chainsaw with a round blade on it, cutting this fence down. We're under siege. We're being invaded by our own military.
I'm sorry, this is what we want? This is what people voted for? For people to be dragged out of their homes in the middle of the night, to have masked men put people in unmarked vehicles, for flashbangs, for children to be in zip ties, for people to be at gunpoint? This is the country you want? You want our government to terrorize its own citizens? I don't understand. If anybody says this is what they voted for, how you continue to move the goalpost and your own deplorable lack of moral standards. It is absolutely ridiculous. I don't care if they're black, Hispanic, Asian, white, rich, poor, it doesn't matter. This type of thing should not be happening anywhere. We should not be declaring war on our own citizens.
Y'all, I need to get on here and say this because what's happening right now is wild. ICE is out here in Chicago going after not just immigrants, but black Americans too. If you thought you were safe, you're not. They're literally showing up in neighborhoods, cuffing people for no reason, throwing flashbangs, and doing all kinds of shady stuff in the middle of the night. People are saying they're stepping outside their apartments and getting met with ICE yelling, "Police, police," while flashing lights and making chaos. They're asking folks for their meds, their date of birth, questioning who they are. It's scary. This isn't just rumors either. It's happening right now, and it could be coming to a neighborhood near you. Black people, please be careful out here. They're pulling these tactics on our communities, and I'm not going to shut up about it. Even if they try to silence me here, I'll go to another platform and keep talking. We need to spread the word and look out for each other because
Agents raided a South Shore apartment building early Tuesday morning. A Homeland Security spokesperson said agents arrested at least 37 people in the building during the raid, which they claim is frequented by the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. Residents said the building had become home to some Venezuelan migrants over the years. The raid had people's units turned upside down. Upon returning, many walked into destroyed apartments, some had their belongings taken, and some say their neighbors were taken away to unknown places. The building reeked of a rancid odor when reporter Mac Liederman and I visited on Wednesday. The elevators didn't appear to work, and at least one hallway was pitch black without a working light. We saw beds torn apart, water leaking through the ceiling and onto the ground, blood on the floor underneath children's clothing in one apartment, and rotting meat flipped out from a fridge onto the ground, surrounded by other discarded personal items. To read our latest coverage on ICE in Chicago, visit blockclubchicago.org.
It's getting real scary out here, to be quite honest. And I'm only saying that because ever since this election happened and then we seen the, results and all of that, and just about everybody that did not vote for this administration was just like, especially black folks, it was like, we not gonna do nothing, okay? This ain't our fight. Whatever happens, happen. We just gonna be chilling. We ain't gotta get involved. We don't care, nothing like that. But I think at this point, we do gotta start caring a little bit. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because with these ICE raids, these, immigration raids and all this stuff, it's starting to hit a little close to home. I live out here in Chicago, okay? And I live in a historically black neighborhood, okay? One that you would not expect anybody to come through doing some mess to or whatever. And I already knew when that man in office said that he was gonna deploy ICE and the National Guards and all of that stuff to come here to get the immigrants or the illegal people, I knew exactly which neighborhoods were going to be targeted, but never did I think that they was going to come out here to black neighborhoods. They were in my neighborhood. They were in the South Shore neighborhood. And to hear the story about them doing a raid early in the morning, and I mean early in the morning where people are sleeping on that neighborhood in South Shore, and having the people come outside and basically separating the immigrants from the black folks, and then asking the black folks and all of them, do they got warrants and stuff like that, and then saying fuck them kids and all that shit. Like, y'all are being so disrespectful to kids this week. What the fuck is going on? It's really fucking scary. Because not only are you profiling to see if somebody's an immigrant, but you also profiling, racially again by asking the black folks, do you got warrants? So you think every black person supposed to have warrants and supposed to be in trouble with the law or something like that? That's what it's given, okay? And this is what we gotta wake up and we gotta be vigilant. We just gotta protect ourselves. Like, we gotta be safe. It is some scary times out here. Mind you, y'all, the first full year of this man's presidency has not even been done yet. It's not even done yet. And we got 3 more years. 3 more years to sit back and to see what else he does to this country. And how else he tries to erase history and rewrite history. It's crazy. You know what? And that's why, I do be thankful for some of the stuff that be happening in between that, because it gets a little heavy. It gets a little heavy to constantly have to think about all of this stuff. And sometimes you do need something that's going to make you laugh or whatever. But then you got to get back on your serious mode. And yeah, you gotta be careful.
And ICE attacked a black neighborhood last night. Black apartment complex, detained pretty much everyone, destroyed those people's homes. Destroyed. I just got finished looking at videos, and They took everything out of the refrigerator, threw it on the floor, broke windows, destroyed fences, destroyed doors, destroyed walls, damaged all of their personal belongings, just threw everything out. So why is ICE in a black neighborhood looking for immigrants, I guess? They have moved on to getting a response from black people because, like I said earlier, we don't have that many immigrants that they should be doing a big recruiting effort. We don't need all of these holding facilities and these jails. We don't have that many immigrants.
So guys, they say it's about law and order, but it feels like another attack on black lives. Well, don't let this story disappear. Hit the subscribe, stay alert, and let's keep shining a light on the injustice that is tearing our people apart. Well, if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. Do well to like, share, and of course, subscribe to keep the channel moving. Till next time, bye!